I feel like it just reeks of low IQ. Like, you can't have a conversation about the opinions. You can't, even be in the same room as someone with different opinions, because why?
Hello, my friends, and welcome to the show. We have a great one planned for you today. And yes, I promise we do have a lot of woke lefties swimming in that liberal pool of madness. But before we get to that, we have a little bit of news. And before we get to that, we need to thank today's sponsors. So let's do that right now. First off, we have at Sarah Likes Horses. Thank you very much, Sarah, for sponsoring today's episode. I guess co-sponsoring, because we have two sponsors. So thank you very much, Sarah. The second sponsor is at Warrior Artist 2024. Thank you very much, Warrior. You continue to sponsor these episodes, and it is very much appreciated. So thank you to both of you. And also to both of you, have an absolutely wonderful, great day. All right, well, let's get on with the rest of the show. Let's do it. News and nuts, news and nuts. Hey, it's news and nuts.
Up against the federal government, it feels like we're David and Goliath. We're David going against Goliath. We have entire families who are destitute because their fathers or mothers were taken from their workplaces and they have no way to pay their rent or put food on the table. I want our immigrant communities to know that we are in this emergency with them.
For months, families have been living under threat. Workers have been kidnapped from job sites, and children have been coming home to empty dinner tables.
What are you doing, California? What are you doing? You cannot let this happen. You cannot start bailing out illegal families if their mother or father gets deported. This is absolutely insane. We are living in bizarro world. What about all of these people that get arrested for committing regular crimes, right? They go away for a while, perhaps for the rest of their family's lives. Are you going to start bailing them out? No, of course not, because they're disgusting citizens of America. No, you don't care about them. You only want the illegals for some reason. I don't know. I don't get it. It just goes against all logic why they are supporting the illegal alien horse in this race. It just doesn't make sense. And speaking of no sense, Pritzker is now doubling down on stupidity, saying that he wants to actively try to arrest ICE agents, or at the very least threaten to retroactively arrest ICE agents once the Dems get into power, which, God willing, won't be for a couple of decades. That would be great. But yeah, this is stupid. Hey, here's a novel idea, Pritzker. Why don't you focus on arresting criminals? What? That's crazy. No, we can't do that. Why don't you try arresting the illegals? Maybe focus on the illegals that have actually committed like extracurricular crimes. If you want to do that first, great. But let's focus on the people that are breaking the laws of the land first. It's pretty simple, my friend. Pretty simple.
I don't trust at all that the Trump administration is going to hold any of these people responsible. We will. We're going to call for accountability. And indeed, the tables will turn someday. These people should recognize that maybe they're not going to get prosecuted today, although we're looking at doing that. But they may get prosecuted after the Trump administration for the things that they did because the statute of limitations won't have run.
Not everybody in Chicago is opposed to having the guard coming in. Apparently, to President Trump, the beautiful black women of Chicago, they're donning MAGA hats and wanting the guard to come in. Check it out.
They had, in a short period of time, 4,000 murders in Chicago, and we have to listen to this man stand up and say that we're bad people. And the people of Chicago are walking around with MAGA hats. You have women, beautiful black women, walking around with MAGA hats. Please let the president in, and we don't care how he does it. These are great cities that could be fixed. I'm going to be strongly recommending, at the request of government officials, which is always nice, that you start looking at San Francisco.
I think San Francisco is a perfect choice to start sending in the National Guard because, oh, wait a minute. Wait, yeah. Oh, it's a Crockett alert. Oh, not just Crockett. Okay, wait. What stupid. Where is that switch? There it is. Okay, yes. Okay. Okay, not just Crockett. Okay. All right, well, I'll let him know. Thank you. All right, my friends, that was my producer. And we have a Crockett alert, but it's not just Crockett this time. It is the Dems in general. And it seems that they have jumped into the conspiratorial deep end of the pool of madness. Let's check it out.
After they put out their report of his most recent physical, it has only led those on the medicinal side to think for sure that he had a stroke.
I do think he's got mental health issues, and I'm not making fun of that either. I want to be clear. I do think he needs help.
Dare I say, in decline, cognitively, and dare I say, forgive me, perhaps unfair, physically, needs an intervention, needs some help, needs to be stabilized.
Trump thinks he's a king, and, you know, he's not. He's barely a president. In fact, guess what? I'm going to say something that's going to get me in trouble. I don't think he won in a free and fair election.
Well, the Democrats seem to be losing touch with reality more than normal, and here's yet some more proof of that. AOC claims that the Republican Party is somehow radicalizing young men. They are so desperate to get this voter base back on their side. It is ridiculous. Take a look.
They are able to radicalize and target and exploit a generation of young boys, in particular, away from healthy masculinity and into an insecure masculinity that requires the domination of others who are poorer, browner, darker, or a different gender than them. And that is why they are resonating online, because they are appealing to the most basest and worst parts of human nature.
All right, my friends, that's it for the news. And the libs will provide the nuts. So you know what that means, my friends. We are at the liberal pool of madness, so sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
So I think the right needs to make up their mind already. Are undocumented citizens taking all your jobs and working really hard, and there's no jobs for you because they're taking them all? That means they work hard, right? Or are they lazy pieces of shit that are just taking all your benefits and sitting their fat asses at home? And are we the violent, radical left that is just, you gotta be scared of us because we're so violent and you need to take us down because we're so violent? Or are we like pussy little sensitive snowflakes? I'm not sure if we're being rebranded, but I need someone to let me know how I'm supposed to be acting because I'm confused.
I think both can be true. However, why don't you try acting like, I don't know, a normal human being? Like, just like go outside and smell the fresh air, touch the grass. I don't know, maybe talk to a actual human being face to face. That would be crazy. That would be crazy for sure. But why don't you try going that route, and then you'll feel a lot better, my friend. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and I do appreciate it. Let's get back to the show.
I am a human, but I identify as a dog.
Being a handler is basically someone who is in a position where they're just taking care of someone else. It doesn't have to be anything romantic. It doesn't have to be anything like, for me, it's very strictly platonic.
Good job. Two of us met at a rave about a month or so ago. I noticed that they had ears on, I had my tail on, and we just kind of clicked from there. I'm not a dog, I'm more of a cat. I'm like the cat that's sitting on the island while the dog's running around being like, what are you doing? You having fun down there? Okay.
There are obviously the pet play handlers, like the side handlers, but there's also the ones that can be relationship-wise. I'm not in a relationship. I tried going through the handler relationship thing. It wasn't it for me.
For us in particular, it's very simple. Just Little head pets here and there, walks around, tug of war. It seems pretty normal, at least for us, I'd say. It's just a different way of showing friendship. It's a different way of showing that you care. It's wonderful. I love it.
So I get to spend 10 minutes with these assholes screaming at me. I'm standing here singing on my headphones, doing nothing. But they love Jesus so much that they get to harass people and scream in their faces. Shut the up! You're screaming about you to spit on me. You can talk to anybody. You don't have to harass people who have had religious trauma. You monster! How do we know you got religious? I've told him like every single Monday. Every goddamn Monday I tell him to leave me alone. And he harasses me. Harasses me. Leave me the alone. How about that? How about that? Jesus loves when you harass people. You monsters. Had it.
We've been speaking about this revival that's been sweeping across America lately since Charlie Kirk has been taken from us, where people seem to be turning more to God, and that is a good thing. However, there is a flip side to that coin, and I do believe that the people on the left especially seem to be more controlled by the adversary. I hate to say it, but some of these people, like the young man we just saw, they get so angry whenever Jesus Christ is talked about, or the gospel is talked about, or Christianity in general is talked about. There's no other real way to explain that anger, that gnashing of their teeth whenever Jesus is brought up. I don't think there's any other way to explain it. What do you think? Do you think there's maybe a revival on both sides? Boy, let me know. I hate to do this to you, my friends, but I have a couple of clips from Omar, and she is speaking in Somalian, so there are subtitles, so you could just mute it if you wanted to, because that language is hard on my ears for sure. I don't know about you, but look, she's talking about how she is basically here to serve the Somalian people and not America. Her allegiance is clearly to Somalia, and because of that, and a lot of other things she said, I think she needs to seriously be taken out of Congress. She should not be a congressman or congresswoman representing this country, because she doesn't give a crap about this country. It's she makes some bold statements here, so take a look.
caawa aan fursad u helay madaxweynaheena madaxweynaha Soomaaliya madaxweyne Xasan Sheikh Maxamuud inaan maanta ku soo dhaweyno Minneapolis. aniga iyo madaxweynaha special relationship aan qabnaa. aniga adeeraan ugu wacaa, asigana gabarteeyu idhahaa. madaxweyne sidii qof kasta uu yiri, mininkaaga waaye, ku soo dhawow Minneapolis. aad iyo aad aan ugu faraxsanahay in maanta madaxweynaheena aad tahay. Soomaaliya dadka meeshaan wada joogo dhan waa gurigooda, annaga ma dareensannihin in ay naga tahay meel naga fog. Soomaaliya wadnaheenay ku nooshahay, qalbigeenay ku jirtaa, maalin kasta aan ka fikirnaa Soomaaliya.
I'm going to share with you a clip. It looks like maybe an op-ed that Theodore Roosevelt had in 1907. Let me bring that up for you. It's his ideas on immigrants and being an American. In the first place, we should insist that if an immigrant who comes here in good faith becomes an American and assimilates himself to us, he shall be treated on an exact equality with everyone else. For it is an outrage to discriminate against any such man because of creed or birthplace or origin. But this is predicated upon the person's becoming in every facet an American and nothing but an American. There can be no divided allegiance here. Any man who says he is an American but something else also isn't an American at all. We have room for but one flag, the American flag. We have room for but one language here, and that is the English language. And we have room for but one sole loyalty. That is a loyalty to the American people. Enough said. Here's the second clip of Omar where she basically says that she, in her delusional state, what she says is what the American government will do to help Somalia. Like, she has this delusion of grandeur. I don't know. Her words sound a little treasonous to me, but take a look.
annaga haddii aan nahay dad Soomaali ah waxaan nahay dad isjecel waa laga yaabaa meelaha qaarkood inaan isku xagxaganno laakiin haddii runtii ay imaato waxaan nahay dad isku tashto dad walaalo ah dad dhiig lah dad isku og inay Soomaali yihiin inay Muslim yihiin oo iyagana isku hiiliya dadka walaalahoodna u hiiliya marka daraad markii aan dad badan ay soo wacay oo waxay leeyihiin ilhaan dawladda Mareykanka inaan la hadashid waaye dawladda Mareykanka maxay ka qabanaysaa jawaabteedu waxay ahayd dawladda Mareykanka waxay ka qabanaysaa wixii annaga aan dhahno dawladda Mareykanka qabo waa kalsoonidaas inaan isku qabno annaga Soomaali haddii aan nahay waddankan annaga ku nool waddankan waddankii aan annaga tax ka dhiibno waaye waa waddankii gabar idinka dhalatayne ee Congress ka fadhiso intii aniga aan Congress joogo waddanka Soomaaliya biyaheeda dad kaleeta iyo badeeda dad kale ma qaadanayaan waddanka Mareykankana kuma taageerayo dad kaleeta in annaga ayna dhacaan marka taas ka seexda reer Minnesota gabadhii Congress u dirsateen way idinka war haysaa sidaad idinka u dareemaysiin because wuu u baahan yahay in kulligeen aan garab istaagno Somalia was Somali.
Janet Kopemi says, why has she not been arrested for treason? Jimmy says, so now she's setting international relations from her little perch in Congress? This is sedition at the least. She not only should be removed, but sent to Gitmo. This is absurd for this to continue. She married her brother and has been associated with many NGO scams. What the F, POTUS? I agree. What the F? I don't know why someone's not taking action against her. It's kind of scary.
Kidnapping them?
It's hard to watch. Nice recovery. Oh, that poor guy. I'm glad O'Connell did not get hurt. However, this is like the second or third congressperson that seems to need assistance just to walk. Look, it is a prime example of why we need term limits in Congress. And just go enjoy yourself. Go retire. Spend time with the grandkids. Lounge around on the beach like Biden. Get your beach bod going. But get out of Congress.
Millions of y'all protesting this Saturday? No kings? Oh, please. Y'all acted like Fauci was Moses parting the 6 feet at Costco while you stood in line for toilet paper and your 4th booster shot, waiting for your next commandments from CNN. Wore the mask like a sacrament. You kneel for BLM. You obey every rainbow rule that the leftist regime throws your way. But now you've got a problem with authority? Let's be real, you don't hate kings. You want them in fishnets reading to toddlers. You're not anti-tyranny. You just want the right tyrants. The ones who ban your gas stove, censor your speech, and inject your kids with whatever Pfizer says is holy. Jay Jones texts about 2 bullets in the head. Kids dying. And you say nothing. Charlie Kirk is assassinated in broad daylight and y'all throw a party. We used to be shadow banned, but now we're being shot. I'm not scared of your Etsy signs and your TikTok rage. I'm scared of a world where speaking truth gets you a bullet. And you clap like seals when they drag patriots off in body bags. Keep your little sign. I'll keep my Bible, my backbone, and a screenshot of every threat you pretended wasn't real.
So Gavin Newsom's social media team that think they're really funny, but they're really not, put this post out. Let me share it with you. It says, Little Joe is snack size because he can't handle full-size debates snack size Rogan. What? What are they talking about? First of all, that's not funny at all. That doesn't even make sense. The man does 2 to 3 hour long format podcasts every day. He debates people on his show on a daily basis. He pushes back all the time. These people are totally stupid. You might even say, "Are you retarded?"
Sir, hey, you're assaulting us. That's assault there, buddy. If we did that to somebody, I know you'd be crying about it, right? Because you're called a hypocrite. You don't know how to be a man. You don't have any children, do you? You can't even take care of yourself, much less a child. You have no responsibility, no sense of virtue, no sense of masculinity. You've been emasculated. You don't know how to protect women. You don't know how to protect children. No, you don't. If we wanted to do something to this abortion clinic, you wouldn't stop us. We are restraining ourselves because we're law-abiding people. You guys are not restraining us in the least bit of way. You're not protecting this clinic, okay? You're a coward. You couldn't protect your way out of a paper bag. If we wanted to toss you down the hill, we'd toss you down the hill, and you wouldn't be able to do anything about it. It's the fact that we are self-disciplined men who actually restrain ourselves and abide by the law is the reason that you haven't gotten hurt today, because you're not a man. You're a coward. You're a little boy that has not grown up. You've been raised in a self-centered, materialistic, consumer-driven culture. All you know how to do is consume. You don't know how to take care of anybody. You don't know how to produce or build anything of value and substance. So I hope you grow up and become a man.
Whew, that guy threw so much shade. The sun may not rise tomorrow. You know, because it's so shady. Okay, let's move on to see what some other people have to say besides myself. I'm back, says he looked like he wanted to cry. Oh, poor guy. He actually did. One bad dude says, yeah, and the hits just keep on rolling for the Democrats.
Well, we were looking at the Democrats with a very clear shot of taking control of the U.S. House of Representatives, according to the Kalshi prediction market odds. We saw them in an 83% chance. But those odds have gone plummeting down. Now we're talking about just a 63% chance, while the GOP's chances up like a rocket, up like gold, up from 17% to now a 37% chance.
Well, we're not going to get through this episode without having at least one good meme, so let's jump right into it. Democrats, and it's spelled Kratz with a Z. I don't know why, but Democrats be like, not paying American soldiers, sleeping beautifully, right? Not paying American workers, sound asleep. Not paying government debt, still blissful, undisturbed sleep. Not paying illegals health care, what the heck? Totally wakes up instantly. That's funny.
Hold on.
Hey, but we need you to stay on the sidewalk.
Oh, okay, no, my bad.
My bad.
Nobody wants you here.
I do.
You and me both, brother.
Nobody wants you here.
God bless ICE.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah,
wants
you know it.
here.
Something funny about being more openly conservative now is that I'll have liberal friends or like people that I was friends with that are very liberal reach out to me and be like, I can't be your friend anymore. I didn't know we had such different opinions. And it's like, I knew we had such different opinions, and I can still tolerate you. Even though I would say objectively your opinions cause more harm, you know, globally, societally, but I can still tolerate you as a person. I can see past the opinions for the most part. I feel like it just reeks of low IQ. Like, you can't have a conversation about the opinions. You can't, you know, even be in the same room as someone with different opinions, because why? Why? You feel like they'll challenge you? You can't stick up for your views enough? Like, it's so lame.
Yeah, I've lost a friend because the left's ideology clashes with reality. And I'm sure probably thousands of you have lost friends. Even worse, lost family members. It's really quite a shame, but I think maybe the country is healing a little bit, and maybe those people on the left can reach out and say, hey, look, you know what? It's not so insane after all for us to maybe be friends. Even though we don't think alike, we can disagree. Maybe we can agree to disagree. That would be absolutely great, and just be friends like we used to be, or be family members like we used to be. Let's see what some other people have to say. Commotion King says, that's definitely a part of how they reaffirm their echo chamber and can't fathom a reality different than their own emotional one. Yeah. Angel of Mercy says, it's low emotional IQ. I've had liberals tell me to unfriend them, and I said, why? That's how I learn. Actually, it's kind of like studying an animal in the wild, Good point, Angel of Mercy. Dad Man says, liberals, or liberalism, I should say, is a mental illness. It's time for Dave's Detox. That looks fun. I've actually done the exact same thing when I ski. Many times. Oh boy. Loving that bottle. Oh gosh. That actually might feel good. I don't know. Every time, man. Those things spit every time. I got spit on once. It was absolutely horrible. Right in the face. Oh, that guy's... Did he bury something?
Oliver.
Well, that's what you get for trying to kick a chicken.
Caitlin, back at it again with the chickens.
Why are you antagonizing the chickens? All right.
Are you kidding me?
Getting pretty comfy. What? Snuggling? That is a cute dog. Oh, that is a cute little kitten. Oh, don't do it. Why? Why? Our cat does that all the time. Not to that extent. That's really horrible. Hey, buddy. All right. He's digging it. Yeah, you go, girl. Or boy. Oh. Someone's tired. That's funny. All right, my friends, that's it for today's episode. I really do hope you enjoyed it, and thank you to all those that subscribed. And if you hit that thumbs up button, well, thank you very much. That really does help with the algorithm, get the episode out to more people. And if you decided to share, that's actually pretty cool as well. So thank you very much. All right. Well, hey, listen, before you take off, just real quick, there's going to be a couple of videos popping up here just a second, right around in this area. Check them out. I think you'll like it or like them. And until the next episode, stay safe, know that you're loved and appreciated. And until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.